Everybody, get comfortable in the Orphe Jeans parking lot. Look down the street, you could see a really magnificent gate. Beyond that is Fairmont Crest. It's a country club and a neighborhood.
You know what? I don't even think we need a code this week.
I mean,
We're all
unless
there.
it's like, unhand me foul demon or something.
Well, we're all there at the Orphe Jeans. The tour bus is going to come by to pick us all up. They have an automatic, they have pass for the gate. We're going to do our circle of the stars Hollywood tour Fairmont Crest style.
All right, let's do this thing. Everybody climb on in. It's a double-decker bus. We've got a PA system wired right in as we're going
There
to
we
drive
go.
past the home of the stars. If
There
you look out
you
to the
go.
left of your vehicle, you're going to see the magnificent home of the Hamilton family.
The Hamilton family.
It's spacious. It covers acres. There's a tennis court in the backyard. It's
Hmm.
got 3 stories, 4 bedrooms, and 3 guest areas. Let's not forget the indoor jacuzzi.
And casita by the pool.
My favorite feature being the walk-in refrigerator. Hey Jeannie, hey Susan, hey Kita,
And
come
if
sit
you're
on down at the table.
if you're really, really
Hi, Michelle.
unlucky, the possible new owner of that house won't shut the door on you as you go into the fridge to get a tomato.
Hopefully not, and then chain it closed in some way for you to slowly freeze. No, I heard that there's a brand new rich person moving into the neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Rumor
My
has
God.
it they're sniffing around the Hamilton property, looking to displace that family and move right on in.
Oh, well, she already went in the house and already, she started antagonizing Nicole already.
It's her favorite thing to do, really. That's Leslie's
Oh my
favorite
God.
pastime.
If she ain't trying, well, it's her relationship with Ted is correct. Of course, you guys, we're talking about Leslie,
Of
right?
course, of course.
So Leslie is always trying to like antagonize Ted, but at the same time trying to seduce him at the same time.
She wants it all, like Liz Lemon on 30 Rock. She just wants it
Oh
all.
my
She wants the
God.
man. She wants success. She wants a walk-in wig closet is what she's looking for. Not that screw this walk-in refrigerator nonsense. Okay, she wants to be able to just pick a wig based off of a whim, an hour of day. Remember when Roseanne got real rich and visited that real rich family over in like the Martha's Vineyard? And they had here you go on the ride with me, folks. Strap on in. This is part of the tour. Uh, but they're out of place. They're the Connors,
Hmm.
but they're newly rich, like Leslie, and they find that these people are changing their outfits for every occasion, every meal. When they go to play tennis, when they're finished with that, there's lounge wear, there's dinner wear, there's lunch wear, there's sleep wear. There's just constantly the changing of clothes, and I think that might be what Leslie's after when it comes
They
to
all
wigs.
they all live like their Lady Gotham. Do you remember Lady from uh Downton Abbey? Downton Abbey. Lady Grantham.
Lady Grantham.
Lady Grantham. You could
That
dress for everything.
maybe Leslie would be the most happy if she was able to swap these wigs throughout the day, but also live lives. Like she goes and has her waitress job and she switches her wig, and then she goes and bees a nanny in the afternoon, and then she switches her wig, and then goes for a jog in Central Park or whatever the equivalent is in Washington, D.C.
That is the only way that Dana Leslie, if ever going to have some friends, is that she switches her personality every 2 to 3 hours to a different identity. She might, between all those symbols that she is throughout the day, she might gather one friend.
Maybe one. Maybe one. And because they're like, I don't know, half blind in one eye, and I don't know.
Now, I don't know, you guys. I think Leslie's being hoodwinked somehow by Ted. There has got to be an ulterior motive for his idea of having Leslie all sign the deed over. The house is yours, Dana. There's got to be a real reason behind that. There's got to be a play card behind that.
Must
That
there
is
be?
not going to, that's, but may it delay their divorce a little bit because there's complications now?
With the home?
Maybe
Yes.
he and Nicole, but moving your baby mama 25 years removed is not going to score you any points, teddy bear.
Oh my God. No, not necessarily. Oh, I'm sorry.
I
There's
don't
there's
think
noise being
so.
booped booped.
Are you okay, Matt? Are you distracted?
I'm slightly distracted. I'm sorry. This little pop up thing came up. Anyway,
Okay.
it's gone now.
That is the job of a director. I'm sorry. Producer, director.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, it's gone. Now I can focus. Leslie's the neighbor from hell. I'm really looking forward to it. I know next week we get absolutely no development in the stories because they're taking a week off. They're going to go back
Yes.
to when Leslie wrecked the marriage of Nicole and Ted.
Okay,
That is
okay,
what they're
okay.
revisiting next week. So the big reveal at the party and the aftermath and the fallout.
Yes.
Yes.
Finding out. Yes. Okay. Well, that's actually, that's pretty genius of them actually, because when they did a week of repeats before, it
Mm-hmm.
was the very first week with
Mm-hmm.
Root and Danny and all that.
Yeah.
And now they're doing a recap of why you should hate Leslie.
Yeah.
Genius.
Absolutely, absolutely. Go back and I understand the strategy. Go
Hmm.
back and well, one day we can play one repeat. Which what does that do? What does that do for somebody new? What does that do for somebody who's kicking back on Labor Day itself, not the weekend, not the Sunday or anything where you have the barbecue? You're not having the barbecue on Monday, are you? Probably not. Probably having it right now.
I think a lot of people have it right now. And tomorrow's your recovery
Yeah,
from
yeah. It's when you're hungover and
yeah,
gotta get recover from all that beer.
Yeah, all
So,
that
I'm thinking, we can play one episode while people are kicking back and hoping beyond all hope that hooks them. And if it does, then what are we going to do? Fast forward 2 months to current storylines, or we can take this opportunity to, show them this really important development. It's a strategy. It's an interesting strategy.
It is a strategy. I think you can really show all the evilness of Leslie, and that week is show. You can also
Mm-hmm.
show that what the heck happened here.
Well, I don't
Anyway,
know.
something popped up.
See, look
Um,
at that. The pop-ups all over.
so not only can you show the dastardliness of Dana Leslie,
Mm-hmm.
but you can all that week also shows the remorse and the regret and oh mama of Eva.
Yeah, yeah. It sympathizes you to Eva.
Exactly. And you could actually not watch anything between that week and on the whatever, the 7th,
Uh-huh.
when 8th when they return.
Yeah.
And you could not miss a beat because you wouldn't know what you missed kind of, and you could kind of pick up right there.
Totally. I mean, that's the beauty and the genius of soaps is you're able to skip those weeks, and you're
Hmm.
still able to kind of pick up the breadcrumbs through context and through conversation and through the little expository dumps and recaps that they do, especially on Beyond the Gates too, because they go one step further with the introduction of the previously on Beyond the Gates.
I actually think that the other soap operas should do this too. I mean, they all don't. I think all the soap operas should do next week, blah, 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 and last week, blah, blah. They should do a Friday next week, blah, blah, and a Monday last week, blah, blah, blah.
They should. They should. They should help
Gates
people
does
out.
that.
Help people out.
Gates does that.
They do that, and with the
And I think it's helpful, actually. I do.
I mean, also with the power of YouTube, you just throw that crap on there. You don't even have to put it on ABC or on CBS. You can put it on the YouTube, and people are going to flock to that because they like recaps. They like to, especially when it comes to the coming up ons, and that can be a whole new revenue stream for General Hospital,
Now, General Hospital has started doing the next week on GH a little bit.
which is fun.
They have started doing that.
which is good. I think that
On Friday.
I think it goes to kind of show how important it is for the genre of soap operas to be alive. With the introduction of this new soap came some fresh ideas when it comes to, some of these previews and how to interact with the fans that way, and it's kind of catching on in other places. That's neat. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Jeannie is on the countdown to the last Downton movies.
Oh my goodness! I know the last Downton movie here in California. It is available in the theaters on the 12th.
Jeannie says the 10th, and she's in California with us, so that, I don't know, one of those 2 days.
Well, I saw the 12th. Anyway, I was thinking about going to see it. I watched every episode of that Downton Abbey nonsense. I
But
did.
but we lost what's her name?
Well, yeah, but they actually, yes, Maggie Smith,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Smith passed away.
yeah.
The grandmama
Right.
of Downton Abbey. Um, but they do an homage to her, I understand, in the new movie.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Well, the 12th is a Friday, so I think that might be closer to the date. I don't know.
Well, that's the date I saw, and I was thinking about going down there. I really
You should.
was.
Why not? What are you doing?
I, whatever the hell I please.
Exactly. So go see the Downton movie. Get yourself a little thing of popcorn, just a little one. You don't get a big one. Just get yourself a little thing of popcorn and have a good time. Take Grandma Lou.
Grandma Lou, don't do that no more. Not too much.
Well, Cassie. Hi, Cassie. Cassie thinks that something is going to happen, develop romantically between Jacob and Kat.
It could happen.
I think it could happen
because
too.
I think okay. Um, I've seen a lot of like brotherly, sisterly kind of interactions between them. But I don't think that she should be talking to her brother-in-law about her sexuality or her frigidness or her willingness or her withholdingness or her weirdness or any of that.
Well,
No, that's conversation between she and Chelsea Cat.
right.
Her and Chelsea be having those conversations.
So you don't
Or
think it's
and not so much her mom, because I think Nicole's a little more frigid. And Danny will listen to crap all day long.
she would, she would. She puts the Pop Tarts in.
Exactly.
Oh, Jeannie's gonna go to see it, and she never goes to the movies. That's how much it matters to her.
Yeah, she likes it. She likes it. I understand. I mean, Downton Abbey was a good show. It's weird as all get out. I don't know.
I don't.
Um,
Is it anything like Beyond the Gates?
It's nothing like Beyond the Gates. The stuffiness of the culture back then is so interesting. It's just, oh my gosh. And I see this today, even now, still. Back then, though, and that culture and the way it was back then, I never seen so many people care about what other people think when that other person, they don't give a crap about them. But they
Didn't
so
even cross their
concerned
mind.
about what that person thinks. What shall everyone think?
I think.
Oh my
Gosh,
God.
there's such interesting things about way back when, and maybe we'll cover it on Beyond the Gates at some point. But back then there wasn't as many distractions. There wasn't the TV, and you had your work, you had your family, and the gossip that you're worried about, which helped in one way because people became brilliant artists and scientists and inventors. Not that we don't have them now, but it was exceptionally different back then. But you also had a lot of time to worry about what your neighbor thought.
It's just amazing to me. It's
And I
amazing.
guess in the case of Beyond the Gates, you're not going to be worried about what Leslie thinks, but more what is she doing?
Oh my gosh. Leslie, oh my, and she's burning through that money like, oh my gosh. She might as well just have a stack of bills in her hand doing this.
Just a trail of them everywhere she goes.
That girl
Yeah.
is spending money like now. Evidently, she doesn't have to make a home purchase anymore. And one quick phone call, and those folks were like, "Okay, thank you." My
Handled.
goodness,
Handled.
handled.
Jeannie doesn't think that that money's going to last a year. She's
Oh no, that money ain't gonna last 6 months at her rate.
so basically she's going to move into this house and run out of money immediately. She can't afford the mortgage.
I hope it has conceded because she's gonna have to rent that sucker out.
That poolside casita. It's gonna make or break it for Leslie.
But thank goodness Anita and Vernon don't have to look out their picturesque bay window. See Leslie out there with a garden hose.
Nope, not that. Nope, nope, nope. It'll be a different house.
Yeah. But
And
actually, she wouldn't be out there with a garden hose. She'd be out there like playing with the gardener, is what she was doing.
you know what I'm.
Just like that one chick on Desperate Housewives. Remember, she was playing with
Yes.
the gardener
Oh
straight
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Gabby. She was
Gabby.
playing with the gardener right away.
Well, there's another Gabby that we'll have to talk about in a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm a little surprised, honestly. I'm a little surprised that the family, the Dupree family, has time to worry about what it is that Leslie's up to and divorce this and lawsuits that when Chelsea is missing.
Chelsea is missing. Now,
Nobody knows where she is.
I think that perhaps they're going to find her not too many days from now because they do have that address of Allison's grandmother's property now. That was handed down to her in some kind of inheritance, right?
Yes.
And that's where little Chelsea Bear is.
Yeah, that's exactly where she is.
exactly where she is.
We're wrapping it up early after the break. Now, here's also a thing when it comes to this week break. There's anticipation right now. There's a bit of a cliffhanger happening because Chelsea's being held at knife point. Her life is on the line. What is going to happen? Will they be able to break in to Grandma's house in enough time to save Chelsea, or is Chelsea going to have to duck, weave, uppercut, hook?
I don't think Allison's going to survive. I think when it's all said and done, she's going to be dead.
Well, I hope not. I hope not because every soap needs the loony.
I know, but she's too far out there.
She is pretty far out there, but so is Janet.
I know, but she's going to wind up off screen anyway then. She's going to wind up in the Lulu Band.
That's fine, but she needs to be able to come back.
Okay. Put her right next to her, you can put her next to Connie.
We have to introduce the Beyond the Gates equivalent to the loony bin. Every soap has one. We need to find out what the name of the one is in
Every
DC.
soap has one. Every soap has one. But boy, oh boy, we learned that Allison has been a Chelsea fan forever.
What a twist.
She's a stalker fan. She's been watching Chelsea, doing her breakthrough videos all along. And I tell you, it was perfect too. Because the Dupree family, they were all like, I don't know where Chelsea is. Every one of them, when they found that her phone was left behind, they were like, oh no, there's foul play.
No, but she's gone. Oh God! Somebody took my little girl. Ah!
There is foul play. That girl left her phone. No.
And that was Danny's call to Bill. Like, we can't find her, and she left her phone. I'm on it.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
say less.
Exactly. And it's going to take some time. Bill and Danny are not done being Bill and Danny.
Oh, they're too busy hugging.
They are not done being.
I'm surprised Haley didn't catch wind of that.
Every time there is any iota of crisis between the two of them with something they really, really share, it's the Bill and Danny show.
Oh yeah, they come right together.
Every
They call
time.
on each other. They lean on each other. They hug each other and reassure
Yes.
one another. It's like they're still together. Hey,
And
Sandra.
they truthfully speak too.
They I
You
mean,
know?
they split up.
They seem to be genuine when they're in crisis.
It's like they split up not necessarily because they don't work together, but just because it was like one of those, like on General Hospital. We just had it where it's like, if you walk out of here right now, then that's it. It was just one of
Yeah.
those overly dramatic moments that boiled over into having to become real.
My gosh.
Well,
Yeah, Well, Haley's had the good sense to stay away a little bit through
Yeah, she's
this.
like, I need a new friend. I'm
So,
gonna hang out with my new friend on this couch. That's what I'm gonna do.
hmm
I'm just staying away. I couldn't do this when I was pregnant. Shut up.
yeah. Well, she came over to the house, and Bill kind of like, you know, he appeased her for a minute, and then he encouraged her, get on down the road, go home.
It's time for you to move on. I mean, Bill's all about making sure that people move on and leave, even if he has to scoop them up himself and take them to the door.
I, honestly, in the last couple of weeks, I have to say that I don't think Bill's such a bad guy.
That's what
He's
people think
thinking with, he's thinking with the wrong area of his body sometimes.
sometimes.
You know,
Yeah,
he gets a low blood pressure into his upper extremities sometimes.
that's super funny.
What?
It's funny, but well, it's because I saw some commentary out there on social media land about how they find it interesting over the last month and a half, 2 months or so, that it's like their opinions on Bill and Ted have swapped. Like they used to like Bill a lot more, and now they think he's kind of a slimy jerk. And they used to think that Bill was a slimy jerk, and they kind of like him now. And maybe that's what it boils down to when it comes to this house. Maybe Ted isn't doing anything other than just being a slimy jerk to Nicole.
I think he has an ulterior motive. I think that somehow legally this is going to hinder Leslie from being able to get more money. I think something, I don't know what the
He's
legality
helping
is,
in
but
some way.
I think Ted's got no reason to say, here, come live in my house. Let's make Nicole move out.
Yeah.
Just where her mom and dad don't have to see your butt across the street. No.
Mm-mm.
There's gotta be kind of ulterior motive. There's gonna have to be something that's gonna be able to break the chain, the hold that Leslie has on the Dupree family. That
I don't know.
somehow
We'll have to
this is gonna negate something.
maybe. Maybe. He knows the secret of it all. He knows it. He knows
I
I
tell
don't
you
know.
what,
I don't know.
if the Dupree family could forgive anybody as fast as they overlook Vanessa's stuff. Vanessa, you can't, I wouldn't leave, but I tell you what, I don't care if she'd been my best friend since the 8th grade. I wouldn't leave Vanessa in a room with my husband alone for more than 5 minutes. I don't care if she's my best friend since the 8th grade. I would not leave her in the room with my husband alone more than 5 minutes.
Then
And also, so they know she's just hoochie mama so bad.
mm-hmm.
But at the same time, money negates everything.
It sure does. It sure does. Money is the root of everything, not of all evil, but of all things.
And it's especially true there.
Yes.
And it spreads so wide across the money thing and the grabbing for status and back to what are people going to think is off the charts there.
I just want a little bit of it. I don't want enough to move to Fairmont Crest, but if somebody can just sprinkle, a good like $15,000 my way, I mean nothing to these people, but everything to me, that'd be nice. That'd be real cool.
What you're saying.
It's gonna
I
be
know
real
what
cool.
you're saying.
Who's gonna come running back to Danny once he finds out about Haley's crazy ass faking a baby? Asks Cassie. I think the answer is Bill. I think that Vanessa, though, Ma, about her, I think that,
Yeah.
that she's got one quality that really sets her apart from everybody else,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a quality that Kat is coming to know and understand, and Martin as well is coming to know and understand, and that's sometimes you just need a little Joey Armstrong in your life.
I guess so. But you know what the thing is? So Vanessa's got these big, robust balls that you don't see.
Yeah.
And her husband Doug don't have any at all.
No, she's had to quadruple her size to make up for Ted's addictions.
No, Doug ain't got no nards at all. But Vanessa's got big ones.
Oh my gosh. So is Joey going to be the one that ultimately figures this out? Is he going to be the one that busts in and saves Chelsea and now Martin owes him one and all that sort of thing? Is that what it is? Or is Jacob
No.
going to get there in the nick of time?
Jacob, I think Jacob and Kitty Cat's going to find her and save her. I do.
Yeah.
But, you know, what you said about Jacob and Cat,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
Yeah.
they are not really family. They're cousins
Yeah.
by marriage.
Right. Right. And it wasn't
That
me. It
is
was
all.
Cassie. Cassie in the chat was the one that called that out.
You know, they are family, but they're not. They're kind of like Andre Danny kind of family in a
And
way.
that seems to be okay for those
And that
over in
seems
the
to
Fairmont
be
Crest area.
yes,
There was
yes,
even an intimate hug between Andre and Danny this week that Bill saw, and he was just like, hold on, well, whatever.
yeah, because it kind of made Bill a little bit jealous.
Huh.
And he got that little 4 foot nothing, a little wife of his.
He wants it all too.
She looks like got baby butt cheeks up here on her chest.
Oh my goodness gracious, mother.
What
I
she
just hear
do?
her. Oh no. Oh.
Like that?
You are in you are there we go. You are in rare form this time around, Mama. My goodness gracious.
Sorry.
Just gigantic balls and baby butt cheeks and just what are you gonna pull out next? Stay tuned, folks.
Am I too spicy for the
Not
chat?
at all. It's super funny. It's
Am
super
I
funny.
super
I
spicy
mean,
for the
in
chat?
comparison, so like we got the General Hospital one at 11 a.m. and this one starts at 1:30 ish. And so basically that's late night for us. You know, it's late night on 10th floor right now. So go ahead, go nuts, go nuts. Say it all. Say it all.
Anyway, don't you find out? I know
Mama
you
Cat
can tell.
Spice
You can,
Vixen.
you know that Bill. You can tell Bill the actor. He's a big dude.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
yeah.
some stature.
Absolutely.
He's got some stature.
100%.
Now you know that Haley. Yeah, they got Haley on heels. That Haley on heels. She cannot even be. I think she's at most 5 foot tall.
And she doesn't even come up to his armpits.
No, she doesn't, and she got some big old heels on all
My
the time too.
goodness. He could like flicker and she'd fly across the room.
But yeah, but those baby butt cheeks are all the way up to her collarbones.
Oh goodness gracious, Ma. Are you jealous? Is that what it is? You wish you could pull off an outfit like that?
No, I go get myself a push-up bra if I wanted to. I'd get the same thing.
Go to another soap
Okay.
opera convention and turn some heads.
I'd have to catch her, just catch the attention your dad did at that event, with Steve
I
Burton.
let you borrow my phone, but I left it at home. But in a push-up bra.
Oh my gosh.
My goodness
Anyway,
gracious.
anyway, you know what I liked about some of the things when they showed Chelsea not in a dream state because she wasn't asleep, but being reflective to her family.
I couldn't help but make fun of it in my brain, honestly. I'm like, my
When she's
goodness.
talking to all the females in her family,
Yeah,
for
she talked to Bill a little bit too, you know.
and they're all pretty much telling her, "You're a Dupree woman. You're a
Yeah,
Dupree woman.
yeah.
You know, fight and stuff." So I think that Chelsea's going to give that girl a good fight next
Yeah,
week.
yeah. So the concept was like, like I guess she was thinking like, what would so and so say to me right
Right.
now? What would they do in this situation?
What would Grant say? What would Aunt Nicole say? What
Right,
would
right.
Mom
And so they played
Aunt
these
say?
little fantasy scenes where they had little conversations where it was very direct about the situation and this is what you need to do and remember what I taught you and so on and so forth from everybody.
Yes.
I really liked the concept of it. I really liked the idea of doing that. I had to make fun of it a little bit in my brain when I was watching it because it happened so quickly after her waking up that I'm like, my God, she's been kidnapped for 5 minutes and she's already going crazy. She's already losing her mind. She's already retreating into her own psyche.
No, she's reaching for strength and
I
determination.
know.
Matt.
I was just being mean in my brain when I was watching it.
Strength. Oh my gosh.
I did think though,
Reconciliation.
because the kidnapping thing lasted a lot longer than I originally thought it would. I thought it would have been wrapped up by Wednesday because of how Monday was, how packed it was with how much content about the kidnapping was in there. All of the scenes, because all of these fantasy scenes were pretty much jam packed into Monday. And so I thought that this thing was going to be resolved. And so I'm sitting there going, my goodness, she hasn't used any of the advice that she's gotten. Because basically we go to the real world and she's snapping at Allison. You're crazy. I'm like, no, that's not the advice you got.
I know she's not really trying to piss Allison off right away, she does realize this girl is around the bend, out of her mind, stalker fan
Nuts.
from whoever knows where. But the scene where they're like feeding each other cake,
Uh-huh.
and she wants, crazy Allison wants to go through all
Let's have a
the
wedding.
day rituals. I thought for sure that, Chelsea missed a chance. She could have uppercut her in the nose like this.
Oh
She was
yeah.
gonna feed her that cake.
Yeah.
She could have got her good right here and uppercut her in the nose, popped her
Oh.
in the nose. And when she was on her way down, she didn't have to be untied for this. On her way down, she could have kicked her real good in the ribs. She could have whipped her ass one-handed
Okay, well
if
here
she
you
would
go.
have if she would have come up with this when she fed her the cake.
Well, don't kidnap Mama Cat, folks. That's your warning now. If you had any plans at all of abducting my mother, don't. She'll get out.
Did she not miss an
Oh,
opportunity?
she absolutely missed an opportunity. She totally
Yes.
did. I also think that she missed an opportunity by not dragging the bed across the room to get that phone that was over there. Uh,
I know. There was a couple of occasions, like, I tried the bed thing, I tried to talk myself out of it.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah. You got to suspend
Okay.
disbelief and be like, it's too
I'm
heavy.
trying to, okay?
too
This is Allison's grandma's house, okay? So that bed frame could be made out of cast iron.
Yeah, it could be. It could be really old.
It could
Well
really- it
made in
could.
the
Now,
40s and
I know,
heavy as hell.
back in the day, I had a great aunt that had herself a cast iron bed that
Mm-hmm.
looked similar to that, a big old feather mattress.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't drag. You wouldn't be able to drag that.
That thing
but,
was 1,500 pounds.
But she sure could have, like, I don't know.
She
I
could have
think
did
done something.
the left hook dodge uppercut or whatever it is.
Well, yeah, and that's who her daddy was showing her that.
Yeah.
Now that was a reason why that's another thing. Okay, she's gonna have to use that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, well, maybe
Yeah.
she will. Maybe that's what she's gonna do. She's gonna be
Yeah.
left. She's gonna be dodge uppercutting as Jacob bursts into the room.
Jab, dodge,
I think it was
Uppercut.
uppercut, weave,
dodge,
left
weave,
hook,
left hook. Yeah.
something like whatever.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Is that
I
real
was
fighting
gonna say
advice,
that.
folks? We got any boxers in the chat right now? Leave a comment. Let us know if that's real fighting advice. Should we do that?
And
Should we
well,
uppercut, weave, left hook?
Yes, I was taught that actually.
Oh well, there you go. It's real.
Do you remember? Now, people my age, maybe in their 50s, will remember this. There used to be like a blow up clown, and it had sand on the bottom of it, a toy,
Mm-hmm.
and it had a squeaky nose too.
Okay.
And if you would hit it, and it would pop back up. It didn't pop back up. This blow up clown has sand in the middle of
Uh-huh. Yeah,
it, and it would
yeah.
pop back up easy. I was taught to box on that when I was a child.
Oh, okay. Just
And
kicking that thing's butt.
it was a combination thing. Yeah, I did learn how to fight on that thing.
Well, there you
So,
go.
little Chelsea learned how to fight somehow like that too.
You know who wasn't shown how to box as a child? Me. She didn't pass that information on to me.
No, Matt,
I was so gentle.
you were so gentle, hon. You would not have been paying attention. You would be trying to talk me out of it.
No, let's go swing.
Mama, why would we do that to someone?
But why would this ever come up?
Exactly.
There's no reason to fight. I was told fighting is wrong. So let's not fight.
Anyway, I liked all those stupid little dream sequences of everybody
gosh.
encouraging Chelsea.
I'm gonna
And
tell
I
young.
think there's a combination of all those should flood back on her
Yeah.
when she gets out. And right when she don't need them no more, she about to flee out of there because she figured it out on herself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's when Jacob and Kitty Cat are going to bust in. And she's going to say, "Where you been?"
Be who she wants you to be. Keep her unstable. Surprise her at the last moment. Uppercut, dodge, left hook. You are a Dupree. We've survived
Yeah.
worse.
No, I
Yeah.
thought when I thought she was going to let her out of the cuffs for a second, but she didn't.
Yeah. Cassie says that she's interested in getting some 10th floor merchandise. So, Cassie, what kind would you like? I'll figure something out. We'll throw something up. Figure it out for you. But let me know what sort of item you're looking for. Mouse pad? Journal? Cell phone cover? T-shirt? Coffee mug? Pencil? I don't know. Let us know. Let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know. Put a little wig on it.
Anyway, Chelsea being kidnapped,
Yes.
handcuffed to the bed by crazy Allison.
Good
and
stuff. A
It's good
plus.
stuff. It's good stuff.
I'm
It
with
is
it.
completely different than Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was mentioning on the other podcast about General Hospital that we do at 11 a.m. Catch that out. Check that out, folks. Catch us then too. About how this, because Jeannie had mentioned over on that podcast that Beyond the Gates was good and interesting to her this week, and I think it was Jeannie who said that, and if it's not you, sorry, about how it was interesting this week, and she was finally engaged in a way that she hadn't been by the show, and so on and so forth, and
Well, it's nothing like Melinda being chained to the bed over there on Days.
it isn't, but it is more of a soap speed that I think people are used to. You know, I think that people are used to this sort of shenanigans happening, and Beyond the Gates hasn't done that. There's been a lot of drama. There's been relationship things and betrayals and a stalker and a political murder and things that aren't your typical. They're soap. They're soap flavored. Mm-hmm. So imagine that. They're soap flavored, but it's not the same sud content that people have been used to seeing. It's a new brand out there.
It's way more progressive.
Yeah, and so to reach into the soap opera bag of tricks and do a classic chained to the bed kidnapping and wackadoodle fake wedding and oh well, if I can't have you, then nobody will, while the rest of the
my
characters are banding together in ways that you didn't expect, and it shakes new plot out of the tree because now Martin owes Joey Armstrong. Like it's just moving at a soap clip.
It is.
You know, so I think that's why it might be a little more accessible to somebody who is a long time soap opera fan.
You know, and I think that Dirty Joey's actually falling for Vanessa.
I think so too, because she was like, "I'm done," and he's like, "You can never stay away from me because I'm Joey Armstrong and I love you." Mm-hmm. It's just right there behind all of his words. Because I've fallen for you, and I can't wait for Doug to finally owe me so much I have to have him killed so we can be together.
Yeah.
Keita is loving Beyond the Gates, and I love to see that. I do.
I like him Beyond the Gates quite a bit too.
I do.
Quite a bit too.
do.
You know, poor Eva, like Mama. Even when you get all the money you want, the
You
big,
just can't
mountain of
stop.
fun, you just can't stop. Now you want to live across the street?
Well, no, I'm going to live around the corner.
Oh my
Now I'm
God.
going to move into Ted's house and displace Nicole. All of those books that she uses for psychology, where is she going to put them in her new home?
Yeah. And you know that she's going to go to the country club. She already knows what time any of those Duprees show up. You know, she don't know. Okay, Vernon and Anita go over to the country club and they have breakfast there on Monday and Wednesdays, and they show up about 8:30.
Oh, it's continental breakfast on Wednesdays and Thursdays. I'm
Exactly.
going to get myself a mountain of waffles.
Sissy 1 and Sissy 2 have brunch there every Saturday at 10:30. I will be there with
I will
Sissy
be
1
there
and Sissy
with a giant red hat on. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. So enjoy the break. Enjoy some of the super fun memories from last couple of months, reminding us why Leslie is what she is and where we've gone since there. It's good. It's good also for the longtime fans. You know, give yourself a reminder of some of the beats, not just a beat, not just a day, but the week,
Yeah.
the action, and how it unfolded afterward and the ramifications.
Yep.
But by the way, Vanessa will be marrying Mr. Collins from GH. Well, there you go.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, there you go. Tracy from Tracy's mouth, and she seems to know the future.
I wouldn't be surprised. Doug even gets written out some way.
Oh my gosh, that's it for Doug. He's gone. He's gonna wind up in Salem.
And then those twins can come back home and wreak havoc. Vanessa
The
and Doug.
mysterious twins on the outskirts of the story. We haven't met them, but they exist.
No, they're early 20s. They're actually the generation that's missing on the show, sort of.
Ooh.
Sort of.
We'll see.
Well, it would be about the same as Chelsea and Kat.
Yeah, the Chelsea cat.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring them in to mix it up somehow, some way.
And I did love this week where they were, of course, Kat's really concerned about and referring to my Chelsea, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what they called each other when they were, she referred to her as my Chelsea when they were little.
Mm-hmm.
They were at the hip together, little twins,
Inseparable.
little twins hanging out in each other's backyard their entire childhood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, I love that part of it. I love that they are that, they were that sisterly close first cousins.
Yeah.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. I
Yeah.
like the reference of my Chelsea because, you know, I have two granddaughters now that are pretty tight.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter and her cousin, they were pretty tight when they were little.
Well,
And it just reminds me of those relationships,
well,
that
that's good. I'm glad that it touches your heart in a familiar way, and that's good. That's good. That's good to have as a part of your entertainment. It really helps you be sympathetic to the characters.
Yeah.
So that's
Now I
awesome.
know that little Chelsea, not so much Chelsea. She got a little more grit. The cat, she is such a spoiled little brat, and she not, but she does all. She doesn't even realize what kind of danger she puts herself in sometimes.
No, no, no. She doesn't know the extent of what it is that she gets into.
No, she
She did it
doesn't.
a little bit with Leslie and finding all that stuff underneath the bed. And then she's also done it now with marching on over to Joey Armstrong to say, hey, you gotta help me find Chelsea. I'll do
Right?
it. I'll do it, but you gotta let me meet Martin. Martin, I'll do it, but you owe me one.
Yeah.
And that's a dangerous thing. I mean, folks, I'm gonna give you some advice out there. If you're ever dealing with somebody who's like Joey Armstrong, and the deal is, yeah, and now you owe me one. Don't take it. You really need to specify what this one is ahead of time, because it could literally be anything.
It could be anything. Joey will pull that card out of his hat, and he won't just waste it.
No, and he's going to do it in a way that benefits him, and it probably, because it's a soap opera,
Hmm.
going to be at Martin's worst moment. The
Exactly.
worst moment for this decision to have to be made. He's going to have to because he owes one to Joey.
Hmm.
And if he doesn't, then Joey's going to be like, "Yeah, well, I helped find Chelsea who was kidnapped." And then people are going to be like, "Well, good. That was a good thing, Joey Armstrong. Why is Martin in trouble for this? Because he went outside the law."
And John Lindstrom, I'm so happy for you.
He's so great. He's so great. Kevin Collins, who that character had
Exactly.
done run its that
Exactly.
character had done run its course. They had nothing left for him. Once Ryan Chamberlain had been killed, there was absolutely no John Lindstrom on that show, except to be like, "Hey, I'm here with Ace."
A filler.
Yeah, yeah, I'm on.
After Ryan Chamberlain finally met his demise, he was he was a filler.
Yeah, they even had him go on one of Laura's adventures trying to find Nicholas somewhere. He didn't
Hmm.
have to. That actor was available. It was Jeannie Francis who wasn't, but they still had the character move on. So like there was nothing left, and he worked just fine as the off-screen husband of Laura.
He did.
He continues to work just fine, and since he's not
I
contracted,
hope he I hope he enjoys Atlanta because I think he's been there quite a bit in the last few
I
months.
would think so. I'm not sure what sort of commute he's looking at. He's also done book tours, I think he's been greenlit to write a sequel to his Hollywood Hustle
That's what
novel.
I heard.
So there's going to be a second one of those. So John Lindstrom's just entering a new act in
Now,
life.
I didn't never thought would say this. You guys, if I don't see Katie McLean again on my Gates screen, that's fine with me.
Isn't that a weird thought to have, a weird feeling to have? Isn't it though?
Since I love Dixie so much,
Right. Right. But
yes, I love the actress so much.
this particular portrayal of this particular character though, it doesn't connect. It doesn't connect. I appreciate the attempt. It's like Michael E. Knight going out there in General Hospital, doing all of this and being, "I'm not Ted or Tad, I'm
Hmm.
Matt the Cad." Doing
Yeah.
his whole thing on General Hospital, really setting Martin Gray away and separate from Tad. And I really think that even though they're not doing that anymore, the Kentucky Fried Lawyer, he did
Mhm.
it for so long that Martin is really established as different than Tad in people's minds.
Now, if they want to hurt, She's Pamela, right? Pamela.
Yeah.
Now, if they want to write Pamela a different way, we haven't seen her in a few days now. And
Hmm.
now, if they want to have her swing back around and act more normal, or let less caricature, I would like it a lot. But I just don't. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not a fast forwarder, but my gosh, Pamela,
What if she comes on and she tells
Pamela
Danny,
person is not good.
she comes on and she's behaving differently. She's less woo, as she is, and just less Pamela, and a little more grounded, a little relaxed, and just seems to have it together a little bit more, right? And then she tells
And less
Danny,
bougie,
right,
way less
way less
bougie.
bougie, and then she tells Danny something along the lines of, "My new medicine was not working out. I was taking this new antidepressant, and my God, did it really change my outlook on a lot of things." I
Yeah.
can appreciate you, Danny, for being such a good friend. You never really called me out. You didn't tuck me in a corner and say, "What's wrong with you?" That would have made me feel bad.
Anyway,
Tracy thinks that John Lindstrom as Joey Armstrong is the new Sonny.
I just love him on there. I just love he's dastardly though, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah. It's fun because it's new, because the show is new. It's still new. It's less than a year old, and
Hmm.
so I remember very well my first impressions of Joey Armstrong when I first saw him in the first couple of weeks, and it was twofold. Number one, I was surprised at how prominently featured he was, because I thought that John Lindstrom, the guest star, well, he does General Hospital. I just did not expect Joey Armstrong to be so worked
Prominent, huh?
into, yeah, into Beyond the Gates. I really didn't expect it.
Yeah.
And then secondly, he was running like this underground casino thing, and he had the jacket, and I'm like, okay, so if John Lindstrom's playing like this knockoff 1960s gangsta,
I know.
for the longest time, I stopped the joke because it doesn't work anymore, because it doesn't fit with the character, because he's earned so much respect from me. But I'm like, how come he's not running around talking like this? I'm Joey Armstrong.
And it's interesting too because the sets on this show are over the top. They're
Is this
decorated
not?
and they're over the top. No, his casino that's supposed to be making so much money, it looks like a dump. It
I think
looks
that's
like
why
it
he's
has
got so much money.
it has green shag carpet from the 70s still.
Yeah. It's not supposed to be a luxury gambling, all right? This is
It
for
is
the
not
addicts.
swanky. It
This is
is
for
not
the
swanky.
addicts who
It's
just
nasty.
can't handle it, all right? These are the people who need to
Nasty.
get their gambling fix. Doesn't matter what the
It's
place
so
looks like.
it's so nasty. Even the carpet is sticky. It's nasty.
The janitor just stopped. They're just like, there's no point. I've been trying to get this particular spot up since 1983. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. There's no chemical that's been invented, even with the advancements in cleaning technology. It's never coming up. It's just going to stay sticky. And I'm sorry, Joey. That's just the thing. Welcome back, Jeannie. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome. Ma, we spent so much
Anyway,
time talking about Beyond the Gates. There's no reason to stop. They're not on next week, so we'll just do an hour of Days of Our Lives next week, and we'll do
might as
another
well.
12 minutes of Beyond the Gates,
We
because
might as
there's no
well.
point in transitioning at this point.
Well, yeah, we don't need to. We really don't. Yeah, we'll have like plenty of stuff to talk about on Days of Our Lives,
Next
and then
week.
next week, yes,
Next
we
week
will.
for sure. Kita says that the tables are sticky too. There's just rings. There's cup rings around of various different colored liquids: coffee, soda, water, lemonade.
The whole felt top is really just a petri dish.
It's just do not touch it with your bare hands. Do not. I mean, I don't even recommend touching Joey Armstrong's cards.
I
Really.
tell you, if I were Doug, I'd be wearing surgical gloves there.
Surgical gloves and a face mask, maybe even an entire surgical smock. Look like you just came away from the operating room, Doug. That's the only way to stay safe.
Get one of those 95 masks, not one that's just little paper.
Yeah, no, not just a paper one. Yes, the real one. The filtration masks. We all know them. We all know them now. Oh my gosh. How long? But Ma, how long though? How long? Okay, because Doug, he's getting in there deep. All right, his story hasn't been forgotten. There's still gambling. There's still spy devices. There's still Vanessa's relationship with Joey. There's still danger. There's still intrigue. There's still debt. There's still all sorts of stuff happening in Doug's life.
Now, I know that Doug, I mean, he knows that his wife is, you know, he knows.
I think
He
that
knows
the
Vanessa is out there spreading her goodness sometimes.
I,
He knows
I'm
that.
pretty sure that the third grade teacher over on 7th Street knows that Vanessa is out there spreading her goodness.
I think so. But, I Doug could get jealous enough with Joey Armstrong to try to have some big retaliation. I really don't think Doug is going to be on the canvas when the Gates is 1 year old.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think that.
The first big death, the first main
I
cast member death.
Well, if it can't be Ashley or Derek,
They're too good for I don't know, comedic effect. They're too good for the token white people. Might be what they're going for, in some sort of like tongue-in-cheek way. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's good. I think that's a good prediction because Doug is the person that's kind of in the most trouble, has been, and really has not made any progress in getting out of it. None in months and
no,
months
and
and
he
months and
doesn't
months.
have this big redeeming quality that we're trying to see.
That's true too. That's true too.
We're, we're
There's
not,
no like, yeah, but he did this, or but he's about that, or but he's always on the side of. Like, you're right. There is none of that. There's nothing to get the audience to necessarily root for him in any sort of
no,
major
we're
way.
not going to cheer for Doug's survival. We're going to say, yeah, you've been a dumbass all along.
Yeah,
See ya.
this is what you did this. Yeah, yeah, and okay. So then at that point, if you're looking at it like that, then Doug has been always a vehicle for obviously he's always been a vehicle for Vanessa's character development. She's the lead out of the two, and that's
I
pretty
think
obvious.
so.
That's pretty obvious.
Oh,
She's the more
absolutely.
prominent character.
It's really has, and that has really been proven to us in the last month.
Yeah, yeah. So he's for her. She's not for him. He's for her. You know how people are like, oh, Kai's for Trina and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Doug is for Vanessa, for her character development. He is the husband she's cheating on.
Yes.
He's not the husband who's being cheated on. Yeah. Oh, look at that point of view, folks.
Yeah.
Watch it with that and appreciate it.
Yeah. I
That's
don't
good.
think, and Doug is just, I don't know, he's, it's mean to say, but I just see him as so weak.
Well, I mean, it's not mean to tell the truth sometimes, Like, you can sugarcoat it. You can be like, you know what, Doug, there's some confidence you can work on. Like that. That's a nice way to say. But there's nothing wrong with telling the truth. We're a podcast here, Ma. We're here to tell the truth, and Doug's not real. Say whatever you want.
Yeah.
You weak addict. You weak gambleaholic. Can't put down the cards and the chips long enough to look at your own life, your own wife.
And he's made a couple of mistakes at the hospital too, where he froze in the operating room and someone had to take over.
Well, that's because he has lots of trouble.
He has lots of
So
trouble.
he's gonna get sued for malpractice. It's gonna come all crashing down. He's gonna try some sort of desperate move against Joey, and he's gonna get gunned down in the casino.
Yeah.
Boom. We figured it out, folks. Michelle Valjean, I know you're watching.
And yeah, and maybe what's the crooked cop's name? Is Monroe? Is that his name? The crooked cop.
I think so.
Yeah, Jacob's cop partner there.
Yeah. Yeah. The older guy.
The other guy. Maybe he's going to. He gets direction all the time from Joey.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's. Oh, gotta go on. Pew pew, Doug.
Joey Armstrong always pulling the cops into it then.
He always does.
Because didn't Jacob's
He got
dad?
Jacob's daddy in there,
Yeah,
and he's not alone.
because Jacob's dad, wasn't it Jacob's dad who got the racist guy and like held him in front of the window for Vernon to see with the gun against his
Yes.
hip, and then
Yes.
he walked away, and then Martin gets this text message, oh, it's taken care of, then now leading us to know and assume that this man has been shot in the field.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Isn't his
the
name-
cops did it.
Jacob's dad's name is Elon? Elon?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
He delivered that guy to the park, and then Malone got rid of him.
Yeah, that's how it worked out. Still, though, the cops are in on it, man. It's wild. Honestly, I gotta say that
Cops
stuff
are
with
dirty
Martin,
over there.
the revelation.
They are dirty.
The revelation of Martin's secret, the aftermath of that, the press conference, the getting the guy, the flashing the gun, the text message, all the dudes coming together one more time, Nicole finding out what really happened, Anita knew the whole time. That sequence, that couple of 3 days, I think it's my favorite couple of 3 days that Beyond the Gates has done. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I really enjoyed how they pulled off that like high-end political suspense thriller.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it. I liked
Yep,
it. I'm liking the kidnapping thing too, to a degree. I'm liking it for Allison. Honestly, I think the actress who's playing Allison is just nuts,
Bug-eyed crazy, huh?
just crazy, and is throwing her entire self into this. She's like, oh, I get to play the nutso. All right, I'm in, 100%, full commitment.
It's so interesting when I see these actresses, like for instance, a lady that plays June and Allison. I saw their headshots this past couple of weeks. Well, no, their headshots don't look nothing like their characters. Of course, you can tell it's the same person, but
Yeah,
very different.
yeah. I mean, you got to put yourself in like the shoes and the eyes of a casting director, where you see the headshot, but then you're able to see the character on top of the actor. And I don't that has to be a skill, like a native instinct skill, not one that necessarily can. I mean, you could probably be taught the basics, but to be really good at it has to be something just baked into you,
Yeah.
like Mark Teschner,
Yeah.
where you can see the character on top. Because you're totally right. Headshots so often do not look even like an actor, honestly. Like sometimes they're overly posed. The lighting is weird. The outfits, honestly, sometimes
And
it's just like,
sometimes
whoa.
they're like overly, like not overly, but sometimes they're got a full face of big makeup on, and sometimes they have a stripped back look.
Yeah,
I've seen headshots both
yeah,
ways.
yeah.
A lot of times people have both.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Oh, well, that's neat though. It's good to see that these actors are chameleons. They can really settle into the role and look the part, and it's not all natural necessarily, but because of what they're bringing into it, clothing, makeup, posture,
and the headshot that I
choices.
saw of the actress that plays Allison was very stripped back with very natural looking. You know, not a lot of makeup on at all, and so she looks super super young. She could be playing Samantha just as easily as the young woman that's playing her. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, totally, totally, and they would be just as convincing of a teenager.
exactly,
Just
exactly, exactly.
well, I mean, we gotta strap in and get ready for June. You know, good, not the month, but the character. Now that you mentioned her, you know, it's only a matter of time. Got to pave the way a little bit. Got to clear some space, but once it is, I think that June, Smitty, the kids, Martin, that's going to become a very prominent story on Beyond the Gates coming up,
I think so too.
like a big one.
I think June is going to get her stuff together.
Yeah, and she's going to want the kids back.
I think she's going to get her stuff together.
They'd be like, but we've been living with them for 12 years, and she's be like, I don't care. I have my stuff together. You're coming back to live with me.
Yeah, but it wouldn't, you know, if they were younger, it would be more convincing. They're old enough now to kind of choose who they want to live with, and you know,
Yeah.
they're minutes away from being 18.
Then how about she's trying to get her stuff together, and so she comes to live with Martin Smitty and the family, but she can't help but steal. Or something.
Something,
You know, something like that.
something.
I don't know. You tell me. You
Andre
write
or like maybe Andre will like her. Andre, he gets himself around. Gosh, Andre.
How old are you, June? I could work with that.
Put on this long fall wig for me,
Put
will
on
you?
this wig. I'm going to set up a camera in the corner. We're going to do an interview. Pretend your name is Danny for me. Danny, I've got some questions.
My
Oh my
goodness.
God, no. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, folks, if you had a good time, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Come back for some more next week, 11 a.m. We're going to talk about General Hospital. There's going to be so much to talk about. Adventures in the Five Poppies. Who maybe might have bought a gun to take out Drew. We'll see. We'll talk about it next week.
We sure will.
And the next week here at this 11 at 1:30 at the 1:30 hour, We're going to talk about Days of Our Lives because there's no Beyond the Gates to cover. No new Beyond the Gates to cover. So enjoy the
Right.
repeats, the reruns for the whole week for Labor
So
Day.
so next week we're not gonna do any gates.
No, it's going to be
Keep it-
straight up
We're
Days for
gonna keep
Dummies.
it dumb. We're gonna keep it dumb.
Straight up Days for Dummies. And folks, if you clicked on this video really hoping that we are going to talk about Brady and Kristen, hang on to your hats. We'll do it next week.
Yeah.
We'll do it next week, I promise. We're going to talk nonstop Days of Our Lives for a full hour.
Yes, we
It's going
will.
to be great for those Days of Our Lives fans.
Yep.
Just like this week was great for the Beyond the Gates fans. Look at that. Everybody gets everything that they want.
And if you like bowl shows like I do, it doesn't matter.
You can watch it all and you have a great time. You have a great time. You're gonna have a great time. So like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Come on back and leave a comment, or leave a comment if you're watching on the repeat. Just what you think, what you feel, what you like, what you don't like. Just give a little reaction. I'm curious to know. Talking into the clouds out here with no reactions. Goodness. Follow us on social media at 10th Floor GH pretty much everywhere. That's going to be the handle, or 10th Floor Podcasts. Just search around. We're going to come up. Give us a follow.
We are so easy. to
Likes,
find.
shares, all that sort of stuff. Share with your families. Leave a donation if you want with the thanks button down at the bottom. That'd be great. We'd appreciate it. And I guess that's it, Ma.
I think it is.
Well, there's no point in saying the other one, so don't let the gate hit you in the butt on the way out. I've been Matt.
I've been
And
Cat.
we'll see you next week live right here on the 10th Floor Podcast channel. Goodbye, everybody.